Noma is a business of connections. For the past 7 years, we have built an immense database where we essentially connect disparate sets of data from all over the world. And this provides a unique vantage point for us to step back and look at kind of big thematic issues that cut across different sets of data and different fields. And one of these topics that we wanted to dig into a little bit today is this issue of globalization. So globalization is something that absolutely cuts across trade flows, economic statistics, labor statistics, some of the political ramifications. It's all really connected over this overall architecture that we refer to as globalization. And we've really developed some interesting insights in trying to step back and look at higher level patterns. At the end of the day, I think everybody intrinsically understands what globalization is. The idea that we now have global access to markets to sell into and for labor to manufacture goods and employ service roles. So over this period here, we've basically had a huge generation of wealth occur as a result of globalization. This has happened both in the developing economies who have benefited from being able to have extra jobs, et cetera, and from the developed economies who have benefited from new markets to sell products into, et cetera. And while a lot of the benefits of globalization were captured in kind of the early phases, so maybe in 10 to 15-ish years ago, I think a lot of the second and third order implications of globalization that are not so positive are being felt now. And again, it's important to connect these two and not view all of these different happenings as isolated events. So for example, while organizations have benefited from this increase in wealth, that came at the expense, frankly, of the middle class. So blue collar and white collar jobs in developed nations were displaced in order to have lower prices and all of these different things. And it's a complex relationship because this also provides lower price products, household products for that displaced part of the population. But in general, we see a decrease in the middle class in terms of earning power and in terms of its percent of the overall population in developed economies. We see a concentration of wealth and kind of a bifurcation of haves and have-nots in some of these societies, which is reflected in income inequality and other statistics. And we're starting to see a political reaction to some of this in many parts of the developed world here, as we have some kind of reactionary political groups that have been more effective now than they have in the last 20 and 30 years here. So we're very interested in this. We're obviously looking at this from the perspective of helping organizations navigate their consumer markets and labor markets and all of the different challenges that are associated with business and public sector strategy in navigating this world of where we are at with respect to globalization. But we encourage you to dig into the data. Again, our tools allow all of these different data sets to come together. That's one of the big benefits of Noma's platform that we're very proud of. So we encourage you to explore our research, and please do reach out to us if you have any other questions or observations or any specific issues that you'd like to discuss. Thank you.